Why do you call it fake news, Ron?
I call it fake news because their version of the facts in their complaint is just completely off base and out of touch with the reality. It ignores any wrongdoing on Jim Acosta's part. It says that Acosta tried to ask questions and that President Trump refused to answer them and then took shots at CNN. That's not what happened. Acosta first started off by trying to lecture the president about the migrant caravan and Trump's take on that. Then eventually he did ask a couple of questions to which President Trump did respond. Acosta may not have agreed with Trump's response, but he did respond. The two of them then had a quite civil back and forth for a while. And it wasn't until Acosta asked the same question about the caravan again that President Trump then cut him off and said, okay, you're done.
All right. Now, you're not coming at this from an ideological point of view. I've read your stuff in the past, and I would say you're a little to the left. Would that be accurate?
It really depends on the issue. I think,
right.
like a lot
so
of
there's
Americans,
no ideology.
Yeah.
You're just looking at it from a law point of view. Now, clearly
Exactly.
the judge would know, and what you say is true. I mean, I watched it. I know what happened there. So the judge, he's going to know that CNN's complaint is not accurate. All right, that's not what happened. Does that mean anything to the judge that you're submitting a brief and what you say is demonstrably not true? You can get a videotape and see that it isn't true. Does that mean anything?
I think it might annoy the judge, but I don't think it's going to affect his ruling necessarily.
Okay, so it's more of an
this is a legal
annoyance.
issue.
Right, so the issue is freedom of the press. Now, on the other side, the Trump administration puts forth that the president has the power to remove any and all journalists from press conferences if he wants to. And I thought that might have been a mistake, stating it that way.
Yeah, I don't think it was a good idea. I think that the White House's side did make some errors in this case so far, and that's one of them. It's a little unclear to me exactly how broad the president's power is when it comes to this. But this isn't the first time a reporter has had their hard pass suspended. It's happened before. I'm sure it won't be the last time it happened. It's happened under the George W. Bush administration, and we didn't hear a big stink like this then. But a lot of the issues that CNN raises are related to different issues as far as denying hard passes to begin with, not just suspending them.
So you wouldn't look at it, if you were the judge, as a First Amendment, look at all the press agencies sticking up for Acosta and CNN. That wouldn't come into your mind.
Oh, no, not at all. I don't blame other news agencies like Fox sticking by CNN because in the future it could be them in this situation. And of course, they're going to defend themselves and each other. I totally get that. But I don't think this is a First Amendment issue at all. I think if anyone has any kind of argument here, Acosta could say maybe there's a due process issue in how the White House went about this. But as far as First Amendment, no. And certainly not on CNN's part. They have dozens of other reporters who still have their hard passes.
Full access, right, with other reporters. Final question. I said the reason that Fox News came down on the side of CNN is that there's a new management there. They're tired of being the whipping boy of all the other members of the press. They'd like some legitimacy from the New York Times, the Washington Post, CNN. This seems to be the direction that Fox News is taking rather than the maverick. When I was there, we're the outsider and we're proud of it, and that's why we're successful. Seems to be a little bit of a different tone, even though the commentators in prime time on Fox News were allied against Acosta. It seems to me the management of Fox wants to be a little bit more moderate. Do you see that from your perch?
I have seen that from the hard news perspective on Fox News. I've definitely seen them take more of a moderate approach. Again, like you said, other like late night hosts have stayed the course like it was when you were there. But yeah, I do think that they're trying to be a little more centered. And I think centered is still to the right of what you're seeing on the other networks.
But why would they take the new management there take that tack? Do you have any theories on it?
I personally couldn't say for sure, but if I had to guess, I'd say that they want to establish more credibility among the center and the independent audience.
Okay. I think they want
it's
some.
working.
I think they want approval as well. Prediction for tomorrow? The judge is going to do? Got one?
I think the judge is going to rule against CNN. I think that this is a case where it's a very tricky legal argument. I don't think CNN has made the right legal arguments. And the fact that this is supposed to be a bit of an emergency type of hearing where they're looking for a temporary restraining order,
Right.
and the judge has seen fit to delay his ruling, I think means that he doesn't think that it's necessarily so pressing.
Okay. Good, Ron. I appreciate it very much. I concur. I don't think CNN will win. I don't know about tomorrow, but down the road, if the White House pursues it, I don't think they are going to be able to prevail on the First Amendment. Appreciate your time very much.